And now we're going to do tomato and chipotle salsa. And this is a really cool recipe, and I've done this at our farmers markets for the past 3 years. And you can also find this recipe on KentuckyProud.com, which is really good.
And we're still featuring tomatoes, right?
Yes, we are still featuring our tomatoes, our commodity. They'll be coming in anytime. And we're going to start out with 8 tomatoes, and you want to have those chopped. So we'll pour those, and we already did that. So we'll chop those up. Ours are already chopped. Then you want 2 green bell peppers, chopped up. And then 2 ounces of fresh cilantro. And cilantro looks a lot like the Italian parsley that you get at the grocery store. But cilantro has a very distinct odor and aroma to it.
Yeah. So you can actually pinch the leaf and tell when you have cilantro.
Yes, and you can tell.
Oh, yes.
You can tell when you've got it. So you want about 2 ounces, and then you want to chop that up. But I use kitchen shears and cut it up, and that's faster and easier. And then you want the juice of 4 limes. So we've got our limes. So this is a citrus press that we're going to do today, and all you do is just kind of, and this helps to keep the seeds out.
And we love new gadgets, don't we?
Yes, we do. So these are always, and then this scoops out and you just throw it away.
So you're just getting the juice.
Only the juice.
That really does a nice job getting that out.
And it cleans out the lime as well. So you'll just press the, and it is a good workout, so you'll get, it's a good strength training exercise for you.
And we didn't mention the tomatoes, Kelly, but we really need to probably use, again, you can use any kind of tomato, but some of them have more water content.
Right.
So you'll need to drain some of that water off if you use tomatoes that have a high water content.
Because this is not, I mean, you can cut everything up ahead of time to prepare, but it's not a good idea to make this overnight.
And to, you could put everything in separate bags.
Yes. And you could even put everything else in together, but just not the tomatoes ahead of time. Because then it would give the flavors a chance to blend as well in there.
Oh, yes.
So we've got 1 more lime to do.
So it takes several.
It takes 4 limes. The juice of 4 limes. And you get a good flavor with this. It's really good. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of cumin.
And that's
so we'll pour that in. That's
spice
a really
that has
spice.
a real distinct flavor too. Yes,
and then a tablespoon of garlic, already chopped and minced up. And that adds a good flavor as well. And then then you need your 2 red bell peppers that are already chopped. Put that in.
That adds a lot of color.
It does. And then a yellow onion. You want that in here as well. Gives it a good flavor. And then 3 chipotle chilies. And where you find these chipotle chilies is you can find them in the Latino section of the grocery store. They are in a can. And so you'll just take them out. And these are already in an adobo sauce too, but chipotles add a smoky flavor to your dish as well. I've even added these into like sweet potatoes and mashed up sweet potatoes and stuff. So that was good. So we've got 1, part of 1.
And this makes
2.
up a lot.
It does. It makes up a lot. And then 3. So we'll have our 3 our 3 chipotle chilies here. And I will cut these up. So you want these chopped, and then I take the seeds out as well. And there's a lot of seeds in here.
Oh.
So you just want to take those out. And just kind of take them out. And then chop this up. And then add it in there. So these are good. Move that out of the away. So I just kind of take the seeds out the best I can. And if you get some seeds in there, it's all right. Because they are hard to get out.
You know, something we didn't talk about earlier when we were talking about tomatoes is a trick to getting the skin off from tomatoes. You can actually drop them down into boiling water for about 30 seconds.
Yes.
And then immediately put them down into ice water to stop, because you don't want the tomato to continue to be hot or it'll cook it. But that's a really good little trick.
Because you need to score the bottom of it. So you'll need to mark an X, like on the bottom of the tomato, and then stick it in the boiling water for about 30 seconds or so. And then take it out. And then the skin will just start peeling back on the tomatoes.
And I'm always amazed at the number of varieties of tomatoes that's available.
Yes, and the new ones that I've never heard of before.
Seem like every summer
there's something else.
There's something new, a new kind of tomato.
Yeah, last year there was the Cherokee purple, and it looks like it's such a deep purple it almost looks like a black tomato. It's a darker color, but it's really, really sweet, and in fact I'm growing some right now.
And another new one that I've been hearing talk about is one called a mortgage lifter.
I've never heard of that one. That's a new one.
Supposed to, of course, a lot of these that seem like keep popping up are the heirlooms. So I think both of those are that we just mentioned.
So we got a few seeds in there, but that's all right. So I'm going to rinse my hands, because after handling peppers, you don't want to rub your eyes or
And it's actually a good idea to wear gloves.
True.
Especially if you're going to be cutting up very many.
Right. Yes, I made that mistake once with jalapenos, and my fingers were burned.
I've done that too.
And then you need to add a juice of 1 lemon. So we'll add the lemon. And I love this gadget because it's so easy.
Just gets that right out.
Just sprayed everywhere. That lemon juice smells really good.
Yeah, and there's this fresh lemon juice is so much better than what you buy that's bottled.
Yes. And this is always a hit at our farmer's market when we do this.
So you've made this before, Kelly?
Oh yes, so you need a teaspoon of red chili powder, and then 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. So you can put that in, and then stir that up, and then we'll taste it. And I'll set these over here while you're blending that.
How pretty. So you can serve this with a variety of chips. We have some veggies as well.
Yes. That's plenty. Okay. So now we'll get our little bowls. And you could also use, they have red tortilla chips and white tortilla chips, as well as the blue, and they have a really good flavor. Okay, here we go. You'll hand me yours. I'll give you just a little bit so you can taste it. And typically you'd want to set this, let it chill for about 30 minutes or so before you...
So let the flavors kind of...
Let the flavors blend and get absorbed in everything. Because you've got the chipotle chilies in there, the cumin, and the all that. So we'll try this and see. I like the blue chips. It's really nice with the red or the blue and white, and have that, which would be really nice too. It's really good.
The lime and the lemon can really taste that.
Really blend. And you taste the onion. When you get a hint of the chipotle chilies in there, it gives it that real smoky flavor. But it's really good. And that's something you can take to picnics, and it's easy to do, especially when you prep everything ahead of time.
Yeah,
It's just
and that
easy
would
to
be
do.
that would be the good thing to do. Even if you had to put it in separate
Oh, yeah.
bags, and then you can drain off or strain the tomatoes, whatever water accumulates.
Right.
That because there will be some water.
Yeah.
Very good.
This is the recipe for the tomato and chipotle salsa.